episode number 29 of Kicks at the Castle, a podcast by three sneakerheads dedicated to that Disney lifestyle. As Tual would say, to all who listen to this happy podcast, welcome. My name is John. I'll be your host today, and I'm joined by half of the rest of the Kicks at the Castle team. Prayers go out to Matt. He's not feeling well, but we are going to hold it together. I got my main man, Irv.
What's good?
We've got friend of the pod, Lawrence, going to step in and try to fill those gigantic 8.5 shoes of Matt.
I just found out about this 5 minutes ago.
You did. And this week, we're excited to be joined by Pauline. Pauline, thank you for joining us.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, we got a great show planned for you this week. We've got our normal Fit of the Week feature. In World versus Land, we're going to be talking festivals. In Cheat Code, we're going to be looking at shoe hacks. We're going to catch up with recent trips on property. Irv's got another plant-based option of the week, and I've got a get off my lawn for everybody. We're going to play a few games with Pauline before getting to know her better. But first, let's jump into pickups. Lawrence, you always have pickups, man. What do you got? You got anything exciting?
Come back to me. I forgot we do this.
How about you, buddy?
One sec.
All right. I only have one pickup. It's not shoes, but I am proud of it.
All right.
I found this little Mickey Mouse decorative plate.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God.
I did well. Yeah.
That is so cute.
And it is, I guess they only made it for 295 days. It has like a number on it from 1998.
That's nice.
Nice.
When I saw it, my wife was like, "You gonna buy that?" I was like, "Shit, yeah."
Gotta love it. I like it. No shoes this week, but Irv, we got big hopes for tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, man. You know, we got the assist king, Jason Kidd, down here. So I have hope in that tomorrow.
I like it.
Hold you easy buckets. I got you.
All right. Pauline, how about you? What do you have lately?
Okay. Well, this was like back in September or something like that. It's, as a minimalist and a sneakerhead, it's very hard to pick which shoe to get, right? So, but I had to get the undefeated Air Force Ones because it was just 555, and 5 is literally like my favorite number. The only thing is it's Python, and I have a bad phobia of snakes.
Oh no.
And I was just like, should I get it? I mean, it doesn't really, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's
those are
not
beautiful.
really Python. Yeah, right. And it's been a while since I've had Air Force One. So I was just like, let me just try. And I didn't know I got it. I was like, what? Okay, so I'll hold on to it until I'm like really set. And then my husband, it's not my pickup, but it's his. He got me this one right there. And it glows, it changes colors. So I was just like, it was perfect for Halloween.
The Mickey bucket.
Yeah. Yeah. I was so happy. It was on sale too. So I was like, get one for me, please.
So you carried it around when you were trick-or-treating?
No. I have to take care of it. It's my baby. But yeah, those are my pickups. Recent pickups.
Very nice. Lawrence, you want to go?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so this was a pickup while I was away 2 weeks ago, and they were waiting for me when I got home. And this is the box. I love the box so much. It's so nice. And the shoe is just like insane. Like the colorway is called Shocking Pink, and it really is like shocking in hand. They're like so bright, and I absolutely love them. They have like the very, very, very fuzzy suede. Like you just don't see this on like a shoe anywhere, like a fuzzy pink suede shoe. They were a women's exclusive, so I had to go way up to make them fit. But yeah, what an incredible sneaker. Like they're just really, really well done. They came with like a cool little card.
Just one of those from Makeway?
I did, yeah. So Makeway in Toronto, the women's only boutique. Shout out to them. They did an in-store raffle, and they happened to have some extra pairs left over. And I was away. I was in LA when they came out. So the owner texted me and she said, "Hey, we still have your size. Do you want them?" And I said, "Bang, bang. Yes, I do." So
nice.
yeah.
I love that even though you're friends, that they left them for the women first.
I would never even ask regardless.
That's appropriate, right? That's
appropriate. Exactly. It's just one of those things like they like to do, if it's a women's boutique, so they like to cater to the ladies first. So I wouldn't have asked, and even if I did, they would have said no. So
right. No, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's sitting, then they can ask you.
Exactly. Like yeah. It was like the same morning or like a couple hours later, and they were like, "Hey, we still have it. Do you want it still?" I was like, "Heck yeah." So that's awesome. And I wore them one time, and they literally like glow on your foot. They're so bright.
That's awesome.
They're like 3 different pinks, right? It's like
like it's almost like like a translucent pink on the outsole almost, and then you have like this is like they're really cool, really cool
I could never. I'd be so scared. I don't know.
No,
It's funny because I wore them the day after I got back, and I just wore them to the UPS store to ship something out, and like I was like, this is not the appropriate footwear for running errands to the UPS store, because I felt like that guy. Like you should be in like socks and slides, and I was in like fuzzy pink sneakers.
you need to take those to Magic Kingdom when you go next time. Though.
They're a great Disney shoe. They're a great just like sunny day shoe for sure.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I like them, man. They just didn't make them for adult men.
Hey, me and Matt can get them. That's all that matters.
So I've got a shoe that's been 3 weeks in a row now on the podcast. I like to call them the $35 shipping threes. I paid $35 shipping. Hey, Irv.
What?
Amazon.
Put it in a bag.
Oh.
I got the green. I got green laces.
Yeah.
So I had to get the pine green threes. I really like this pair. I like that they're nubuck. I mean, I like the tumble leather a lot, but it's a nice change of pace. So much so that I doubled down and got a Christmas present. Got a Christmas present for a little guy. He doesn't listen to the pod.
That was for Matt.
These are Matt's. Yeah. These are for JoJo.
Cute.
So I'm going to Pittsburgh to see some family for Christmas. So I got JoJo a pair, and so I'm gonna have to take mine with me. I think he'll be pretty stoked. The other pickup I have, this was kind of a big deal.
Oh my gosh.
The Toy Story popcorn bucket dropped on Saturday when I was at Disneyland. And of course I was in Disneyland, and it only dropped in California Adventure without breaking it. And so I couldn't park hop until 1.
How much popcorn even fits in that? Like 3 pieces of popcorn?
I was
No, they don't
just
even-
gonna ask that.
They don't even
I was
put it
just
in.
gonna ask that.
They hand you this, and then they hand you a little carton of popcorn. They don't even put it in there.
Getting
It's not in the
ridiculous.
popcorn bucket. It's not a popcorn bucket.
Irv, how much are the refills on these, Irv?
$1.
No, yeah, not here. I get a refill. It's $5.50. That's what it costs for popcorn.
Oh my.
No refills. So yeah, they only were at DCA, and I was in Disneyland, so I had to wait until I park hopped to be able to get it. So I was kind of like, oh, I don't stress about it because Amy actually didn't even want it, but once we got it, she was really excited to have it. What else? I've got a couple other things, but they're more festival related, and I know we're gonna get into the festival. So I'll save it for that. But that was what I got this week. It was a good week. I've got another pair of shoes in transit. I'm kind of excited because it's a little off trend for me, but we'll talk about that next week. So let's jump into fit of the week. Every week we post a picture where we were tagged or someone used the hashtag #KicksattheCastle. And this week it was Alexandria May, and she was at All-Star Movie Resort doing a 101 Dalmatians bound. She was rocking the Jordan 1 High Twists. Very, very cool shoe. I don't know if I've seen those in the park, but it was a dope pick, and I appreciate you for tagging us. If you would like to be featured, tag us or use the hashtag #KicksattheCastle in your Disney Fit Picks in park or not. Bye, Irv.
Damn, Irv's Wi-Fi is rough.
We have more problems with Irv's Wi-Fi, but you know what? I'm all right with it because it's better for his to go out than mine.
Facts.
Since we're recording on mine. So anyway, we'll start. That's gonna be difficult. Lawrence, you're a veteran, you can handle it. Land versus world. Each week we pick an aspect or a landmark from Walt Disney World and Disneyland Resort and decide which park has it better. And this week we are talking about festivals, but not in the sense that Irv will say we have more, so it's better. More so as in functionality and experience. And by that, I'll lead off because it kind of got me thinking, because I'm going to be at Disney World in a couple of weeks and I've never done a festival. So we picked up our sip and savor passes for the Festival of Holidays at Disneyland California Adventure. And I was starting to think, I'm like, I don't know that you guys have those at Disney World. And then I was looking at how our thing functions. So we've got the break off tabs and all that stuff. And I guess the way it works is like you can go to one kiosk and you can order from any of the kiosks and pay at that one spot. they give you a receipt, and then you can just roll around from kiosk to kiosk, picking up your food and drink items. What's up, Irv?
I'm back.
You're back. What's interesting is it shows that you're muted, but I can hear you. So Irv, I was just showing everybody that this is what we get for like the festivals. And so like it's God dang it. Are you there, Irv?
I didn't even move. I've been sitting here. I literally was going to get up to go check the router, and he came back on. Like, I haven't even moved from my spot.
That's funny. So anyway, so if you go to a festival, a California Adventure, you can buy these passes. You can also go to the kiosk and pay cash for whatever. But so I think this is like $58, $59, and I think if you're a Magic Key member or a cast member, you get like $6 off, and you get 8 tabs. You can go to one kiosk, you can order all the food you want, and then just go to the other kiosks and pick it up. And the weird thing they're doing this year, I don't think they did it before, is the tasting selections aren't just limited to the carts that they've got. They've actually like smoke jumpers, flows, like all the restaurants have items too, which is not what they normally do. How do they do it at Epcot when you guys had the festivals? Is it just the kiosks, or is there stuff all over?
From my experience, and I'm sure Irv will correct me if I'm wrong, but for the most part, I mean, there's the sit down restaurants, in my understanding, is they're basically completely separate, but there's more than enough like counter service places to kind of fit the bill, for me at least. So that is kind of cool that they do have some offerings. And I would think that of all the festivals, like Food and Wine would probably have some offerings at some table service restaurants. But I do like that little card thingy that you have.
Yeah.
I was saying, I think when we just came back, and it was Food and Wine actually when we were there in September. And that's exactly what I was saying. It'd be nice to be able to like have something that you prepay for and not have to like go around and pay cash like 12 times around the World Showcase to like try everything. It'd be nice to just like get something one time and then be able to get it all like whenever you kind of want. So I do like that. I've never experienced a festival at Disneyland, so I can't really compare it, but I will say that it is a good time at Disney World, at Epcot specifically, I guess. Like it's just, they do a good job taking over the whole park. Obviously, typically they are like a food related festival, but whether it's like festival holidays, arts, all those kinds of things, it really feels like as soon as you get there to the front gate, like there's something that greets you that really lets you feel that you're in the festival. So I will say that Epcot does do a really good job. But I'm the wrong one to ask if how they compare to each other.
Well, that's actually interesting, because the thing is, for a Disney or a California Adventure, it's like the festival starts on that main drag, like right where you would be going in, where you'd make the left to go into Avengers Campus. They kind of have the first cart on the right, and then the carts kind of continue as you head all the way down to like Goofy Sky School. They don't take it into Cars Land. They don't go around Pixar Pier or back behind the River Rapid ride. So they kind of just have like a strip. So the fact that they actually have like an offering at Smoke Jumpers is kind of it's a new thing. But just it's a different experience. Now, what about the paying? I kind of like the idea of being able to order multiple things at one station and then go around and pick it up, so I don't have to wait. But the other thing is, it's not like I'm going to order 8 things and grab them throughout the day, because I'm not going to know what I want. But if you want 2 or 3 things, it's I think that's more functional. And I don't think we have mobile order for that. Do you guys have mobile order for your festival stuff, Irv?
I do not think so. I don't think you can mobile order festival stuff.
Probably not.
The kiosk, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have mobile order either. It'd be hard for them to mobilely tear the tabs off that lanyard.
Yes.
But I mean, the discount isn't that great. I mean, you figure if you have 8 tastings and you're saving $6, I mean, 75 cents a piece. But I mean, it's better than a sharp stick in the eye. I mean, that's churro, right?
Yeah.
Popcorn refill.
I don't think there's any discounts at the kiosks for APs, is there, Irv? I don't think any counter service has discounts. So I mean, you have a one up there.
Yeah.
It's just interesting. Like I said, it was one of those things where I was, I actually didn't, you can see my card's unpunched. I went over, like I said, I park hopped just to get the popcorn bucket because I had a lunch reservation. So I had to get back, but we had a few minutes and we're like, let's get in line and get our lanyards. That way we don't have to do it this weekend. Because that's things, ours are good. I think that goes until January something. So I've got over a month to use it. And they actually said if you don't use them, you can use it at the next festival. So like they're accepting the last festival's lanyards if you don't finish them out. So the money's not wasted. But it's just one of those things I was just thinking about as I picked up the lanyard. I'm like, I wonder, I've never seen anybody at Disney World flashing those on their Instagram. So.
No, that's silly.
How barbaric. A paper ticket and a lanyard. Irv's not down. So this like I said, this week, Irv, when you cut out, when you were gone, I go, we're going to talk about festival, was not in the sense that Irv's going to say we have more festivals, so we're better. I just kind of wanted to talk about the functionality. So basically what you're saying is I roll into Epcot, I'm going to see signs of the festival as soon as I get in.
Right at the front gate, they have like the whatever, like topiaries and stuff all over the place. You got signage everywhere. Like you really feel it, You got merch. I don't know. Do you guys have merch? Festival merch?
I think we have a little, actually.
The lanyard.
Yeah, the lanyard.
we actually have a lot of entertainment. I was kind of impressed. Like
that's not merch. And you're changing the subject now.
Yeah, all the bands.
Show us your pamphlet.
Merch pamphlet.
Hey, look what I got.
We've got the suffragettes. We've got the Fat Cat Swinger, the Mariachi Divas. Come on, mostly kosher. We got everything. We got everything. We have a Bollywood dance crew.
Grade A diversion there. Well done.
They, you know what? That's exactly, they knock it out of the park with that. Because the acapella singers, hang on. I don't know if Matt's gonna edit me, but they're gonna celebrate Christmas and Kwanzaa. So both. So we got Bollywood, we got the mariachi, we got all groups.
Yeah, but we have the World Showcase. You have 3 countries.
We don't have a World Showcase.
I know you have those 3 countries that they're celebrating. Yeah.
We're not
nice try.
I wish we were Westcott. That'd be great. I'd be all right with them filling in the World of Color lagoon. And
no, you wouldn't.
How beautiful was the water when you were there, Lawrence?
Man, we'll get into it when we talk about trips on property, about the lacklusterness of Disneyland.
Easy now. Easy now. I recall someone saying, "Hey, let's go ride the better version of Pirates."
Yeah, that's the only time you heard me say better all day.
It's all right. So anyway, all right. Well, that's I think that covers the land versus world this week. Like I said, I just wanted to see what I'm in for. I'm kind of excited. Or if it's getting close, I'm almost there.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. Good time.
Are you meeting me at Epcot? Are we doing that?
Yeah. What you gotta let me know what days to be there. And
okay.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Let's get drunk, bro.
I'm with it. That's gonna be my first day park hopping. I'm actually gonna go to Animal Kingdom in the morning and then go to Epcot at park hop time. So,
oh yeah, we could definitely get drunk then.
I've never done it. Well, I'm going to have a rum Dole Whip before I get over there.
Oh man, those are good.
They are really good.
Yep.
Now I want to go to Animal Kingdom with you too, bro.
That's it, man. Saturday the 4th. Yeah. Get your reservation. So, all right. So let's jump into cheat code. I don't know exactly what we're talking about, but we're doing shoe hacks. Each week we come up with trips and tips to help you out with your park trips or sneaker cops. And I think that Matt came up with this one. Irv, do you know what he was going for?
Yeah. I was telling him about in my patterns how I took the insoles out because I like the way they look. So I put in some regular insoles. And he was like, "You do that in all your shoes?" I was like, 90% of them. If I really like the way the insole look, I take it out.
Really?
Put it in my shoe box. Yeah. So insoles are nice, man. I don't want them just disappear because I step in them all the time.
All right, I get that.
That's my hat. When you wear your shoes, I just feel like, that's one thing that you can't really clean. So if the paint starts chipping from the insoles, it gets gone.
Yeah.
I will say, Irv, you're safe on the Patas because it depends on the. See, now I'm going to get like super deep into it. I think this is a good example. So the Pata is a printed insole, like something like a Jordan 4 is like screen printed on the insole. So like that will come off, but the Pata is like color transfer, so it's not going to come off. But like the Jumpman on like a Jordan 4 is screen printed on the insole, so that will come off as you wear it. But the Pata, you're fine.
So Lawrence, I heard someone say to put packing tape over the Jumpman.
You can do that too. A lot of people do that. I mean, is it that serious? Like, is it?
It isn't to me because I've never done it. I just wear them, man.
I'm probably gonna do that now. Yeah.
Just put a piece. Yeah, you put a piece of like clear tape over it, and then it won't come off, and you don't have to change your entire insole every time you get a shoe. But yeah, I don't think it's that serious personally. Like, it's gonna wear out. I don't have any intent of the shoe going anywhere. It's gonna stay with me forever, unless it's something like crazy, like a Jumpman doesn't matter.
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't done that. The only shoe that I actually have extra, like I got a new insole and put it in, was on those origin stories, because they're a half size big. So I got like a gel insole and I just put it on top of the one that was in there, and it just kind of fills out the shoe a little bit more so it's not loose. As far as hacks, I don't really have it. I'm not very hacky. I know, like I said, I like to let them air out before I put them in the box. That's for sure. That's my biggest thing, is like,
Let them air out. That's a good one.
If I wear a shoe to the parks, it will sit out for at least 2 days before I ever think about putting it back in the box, because I don't want that in there.
I don't think I have any hacks that I can think of. Cleaning, actually, I do have one. So this little thingy here, this is like 20 years old, but I'm sure they still sell it.
Oh, Foot Locker?
It was made for like suede and nubuck, right? And it's one of those suede brushes that has the eraser. This eraser is just a regular eraser. So first of all, you can use like any undyed like eraser on like a pencil, and it says for nubuck, but you can use it on like anything. Like you can use it on like a midsole, on rubber, for like scuffs and stuff. These are brand new, so it doesn't have any scuffs. But like on like a rubber insole, you can literally just erase black scuffs. Not like, trust me, just that's my hack, because not a lot of people know that. And like literally just a regular little eraser on like a rubber midsole or outsole will do you so good. That's my little mini hack for you. That's all.
Oh, nice.
That's a good hack. I never heard that before.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I always use like the magic eraser on the outsoles.
Yeah, you could use literally just a regular eraser, like a pencil eraser. Yeah.
Nice.
No magic needed.
No magic needed. No, it's not a Disney version, just regular. Yeah.
And actually, someone told me recently, I just heard that baby wipes are good for cleaning shoes, and so I started using baby wipes in my shoes.
Just buy Jason Mark wipes, man. Damn.
I'm going to be honest. I'm waiting for Sneaker Logic's wipes to come out. I'm going to buy those. Why not support the organic Canadian company? Sure. They're not a sponsor. All right, moving on. Let's catch up with trips on property with Trips and Trips. So, Pauline, I know that you had to cancel a trip recently. When is the last time you were at Disneyland? Can you hear me? I see she's messing with her computer. So we're going to catch up with Trips on Property. And I know, Pauline, you had said you had to cancel your trip, and it was very devastating. So when's the last time you were in the parks?
I want to say like 2007, 2006. And then I went back because at that time I was working for Disney. And of course, I'm going to take advantage of the perks. So I was just like, what? Main gate card? Let's go. So it was like back-to-back summers. Yeah, it was fun and I miss it. And we had to cancel the trip, but we had like outfits planned out. I was actually gonna get custom shirts and buttons made for like the entire family. I'm a freelance graphic designer, so I kind of took like Off-White since it was like the hype back then, whatever. I took Off-White and I kind of added a whole Disney twist to it. Hopefully I launched that sometime.
I was gonna say, it sounds like small shop in the makings right there.
Yeah, actually that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to work on my own little online shop. So we'll see.
I like it.
When's the next trip gonna be then? Because that's way too long.
Yeah, I don't even know, like with COVID, and then my son is only 2 and we're thinking like, maybe we should wait until he's like maybe 4. Because I really want him to like enjoy everything, and he's kind of tall for his age. So I was just like, I think by 4, he should be able to ride almost every one of them. But yeah, so hopefully when he's 4.
Nice. So when you did go to the parks, this is all I always like to know. So like, what is an ideal park day for you? Are you like a people watcher? Are you hit the rides, foodie?
Oh no, I just hit the ground running. Like I'm just like, okay, what's the first ride? We gotta go. And people who come with me, they're kind of like, Pauline, hold on, chill. Let's just enjoy. Like, no, you don't understand.
You can hang with us for sure then. Yeah.
You gotta go. So they're just like, okay, fine, let's go. But yeah, that's me. And then once I ride all the rides, and I'm just like, all right, now we can chill. Now we can,
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Lawrence, you had a recent trip. Tell us about it, man.
Well, it sounds like you told part of my adventure already.
I did. I didn't know you were going to be here this week.
No one did. No one knew until half an hour ago for the moment. But yeah, so as I said, I was in LA for work, and of course, while there, had to hit up Disneyland. So we did that on like 2 Sundays ago, I want to say, and it was very nice to meet John and Amy for the first time, which was an absolute pleasure. Yeah, it was definitely different than my first trip to Disneyland, because this was only my second time going. Because the first time you go anywhere, you just go absolutely insane, and again, you hit the ground running, and you're like doing absolutely everything. And with this trip, I found that we literally were just like chilling. Like it was like almost like it was like a Disney World park day where we were at like Magic Kingdom, and we'd been there 1,000 times, because we told ourselves, like, one, we only want to go to places of rides that we don't have at Disney World, and two, we were just like, let's just chill, because we wanted to park hop, we wanted to do Avengers Campus, all that kind of stuff. So we were like, we really gotta just chill. But yeah, so it was really good. My favorite thing was definitely Haunted Mansion Holiday. Like I would one absolute trillion% go back just for that. I was blown away, like absolutely blown away. Just by the overlay outside was enough to like wow me. And then like as soon as you get inside and you come out of the stretching room and you go like around the corner, and they have that huge like display with like, it's like black lit and it's just the glowing. I was like, this is absolutely insane. The different script, everything. I was completely blown away. So that was very cool. What else did we do? Yeah, couldn't drink anything because they wouldn't accept my ID.
Come on, Dad bought you a drink.
Dad bought me a beverage illegally, which was nice.
Well, I bought you one before you. I knew you weren't allowed to drink.
Yeah, I know. And then at that point, it was like, well, I guess we might as well keep drinking, right?
Okay, hey, you got to tell Irv, how was the regulator?
It was really good. It was really good. Yeah, I'm glad John was there, because I wouldn't have been able to experience it without him. It's really good. Yeah, it was very, very good. I can see why it's your regular. Yeah, so that was really good. We also did Avengers Campus, super cool. Obviously, I'm sure you guys have talked about it ad nauseum, but it was super, super cool. It's a little bit smaller.
Did you get on Web Slingers?
We did get on Web Slinger. Avengers Campus is a little bit smaller than I thought, but it's very detailed, which was cool. And you kind of knew what you were getting into, because it used to be a Bugs Land, right? And it's not a large footprint, so you kind of knew how big it was going to be. We did get into Web Slinger. So we actually were with John for most of the morning and the afternoon, and then we split up. And then we were like, we're going to go to Web Slinger. And then it was like a 2-hour wait. And we're like, okay, we're not going to do Web Slinger. And then we went and did something else. I think we just walked around.
You were going to Guardians when we left.
That's right. And we didn't do that either, because Web Slinger was down. Guardians was like 2 hours. So we're like, hey, we're not doing any of this. So we walked around, like literally, again, we just like sauntered about for a bit. And then we happened to check the app, and Web Slingers was posted at 45 minutes. And I was like, there we go. Like, let's do that. So we went, jumped in line for Web Slingers, waited not 45 minutes, waited 2 hours, which was really annoying. That's one of those rides, like they just keep taking you further and further, like backstage, and you're like, how much further backstage does this queue go? Like it's all that one where you think, okay, one more corner and we're there, and then you're like, nope, you're going to like the garbage dispenser in the back, like you're just going back. But I mean, like the ride was good. It's not great and it's not bad. It's good. It's like comparable to me to like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, where it's like, if it's like an hour wait, sure. No? Okay.
I don't think it's that good. I think
if it's like an hour wait, then it's fine. I would wait like another 45 minutes to an hour for it, because I did enjoy it. It is like really cool. The technology is like out of this world. It's insane.
Okay, were you tired when you were done?
No, I'm a young strapping lad. I was good. I understand why you were tired. I was good. But no, it is cool. The ride, you made the analogy that it's very like Universal-ish, and I can see that. It's definitely like a Universal meets Disney ride. And I said personally, and this is like super, super hot take, so I'm probably gonna get crucified by everybody on this podcast, because I know you love that ride, but it's not as good as Toy Story Mania, but it's better than Buzz for me. I'm not a big Buzz fan because I don't like the spinning. No, I don't like the spinning. So it falls in between those two in terms of like shooting arcadey rides. But yeah, other than that, castle's really small, all that good stuff. Yeah, it's a little baby castle. Didn't watch the night show. That's it. Man, you walk down Main Street and that friggin' maelstrom, what's it called? Not maelstrom. That big old mountain is bigger than the castle. Like what?
The Matterhorn?
Matterhorn, that's what it is. Maelstrom is, yeah. Why is the Matterhorn bigger than the castle? What in the world? Don't get me
Budget
started.
cuts.
Budget cuts, yeah.
1955 budget cuts.
Yeah, facts. Budget cutting before they even had a budget. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, the budget was 10 million, right? When they built the park,
Should've
in
spent it on the
55, the budget was
castle.
10 million. I think they spent 17 or something like that.
I don't know if you guys have talked about this, but me and John were texting about it. And like, what is your guys' thoughts on like, because me and John came to the consensus that realistically they should tear down that castle and build a bigger one.
Yeah.
It's very small. Like houses are taller than that thing. It's very small. You walk down Main
But
Street,
no
you
one,
need
no
like,
one will ever do that.
I know,
should,
but like they
won't.
should. So I just wanted to get your guys' opinion. Like, do you agree that they should, first of all, and then secondly, do you think that they will? John, you can go ahead and give your opinion.
I think they
you
should.
will.
I think they should actually take the castle down and move it somewhere and reassemble it wherever. So there's that piece of history preserved, and they should build a proper castle. Absolutely. 100%.
Damn, even John's not calling it a proper castle.
Well,
Tough love.
I mean, it's in 1955, it was the best thing around, right? That was a long time ago, though.
Very
So were
long time
horse
ago.
and carriages were the best thing around.
Well, like I said, I mean, hey, Disney World is standing on Disney's shoulders. I mean, it was the first, and they
Now,
didn't. You know,
what was the joke that I made? Now Sleeping Beauty Castle has to stand on Cinderella Castle's shoulders to see the fireworks.
it's still little brother. It doesn't matter how tall little brother gets, still little brother.
Anyways, Irv, should they tear down the castle, and will they tear down the castle?
Definitely should tear it down yesterday. They need to get that going. There's no reason for that. They probably never will though. They love nostalgia out there, man. Those people, they would never ever tear it down.
Those West Coasters.
No, I think they should preserve it. But Pauline, what do you think? Have you been to Disneyland?
I'm not.
Good, don't go.
And yeah, I'm just like, no, it's definitely.
So how do you feel about the
definitely on the
Walt
list.
lore?
What was that? I'm sorry.
How do you feel about the Walt lore? Everybody always says, when you're Disneyland, you can feel Walt's presence and da da da. Should that factor in?
Probably. I mean, I've only seen Disneyland in like all these YouTube virtual tours. The castle does look small.
It's even smaller than it looks online.
Honestly, it really
like
is.
legitimately looks like a house. It's
No
Sleeping Beauty's
way.
like cottage, yeah, like bungalow, yeah.
You go
Like, 'cause
when you
I've
see it,
seen-
it's surprising.
I've watched the Disney weddings specials and stuff like that, and people getting married in front of it. So I'm just like, oh my God, you're the castle. But now that you're telling me how small it is, just like, wait. So they're literally just standing in front of like a house.
Yeah, like a
It's
big
like
house.
a 2-story house. I mean,
Yep.
Wow.
it's
Yeah,
maybe it's 3 stories. I mean,
Got a nice attic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to. I don't know.
Looks like it's got a
They just
basement
need
to
to
it.
do something else.
What if they build around it and they put a bigger, like a little shell above it, so it looks cool, but you can still like walk through it and see the original inside of it?
I don't know how much so the Tokyo did, or not Tokyo, I'm sorry, Hong Kong Disney had the exact same castle, and they had room around it to build basically another structure. So I think they kept the other one and built more. I don't think that Disneyland has the land to do that.
Sorry about your luck.
Yeah. And I will say, I mean, I'm a big Disneyland guy. My wife and I go all the time. And after going to Magic Kingdom this summer, my wife came back. She's like, yeah, that castle was pretty small. But
like, do you guys do projections on it?
yes, they do.
Man, you gotta be front row for that. Damn.
Oh, you didn't watch the nighttime show? Like,
No.
I'm sure
I
it's on
assumed
YouTube.
there wasn't
I'm sure it's on YouTube. I'm sure it's on YouTube. Well, think about it. Where
30
did the
people
main
just squinted at a castle. Squinting, trying to see what's
Oh, right. So they originated the Main Street projections at Disneyland, and that's probably because we needed more space.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so they've taken that to Disney World now. But I'm sure that's why it started. I mean, also you've got all the people on Main Street that don't have as good a view. So I'm sure that was one of those reasons. But
Anyway, love you, Disneyland. It was a good trip. Thank you, Disneyland, for having me. They didn't.
and
I didn't even mention. I don't know if you mentioned this, but I accidentally bought a child's ticket when I went.
I
to
didn't. I
Disney.
didn't. I didn't. did not call you out on that.
So we bought the tickets online. And here's the thing. So for anybody who's experienced with it, my Disney experience and like Disneyland, they're all connected. It's same login, same everything, right? So like I have an account set up for years now with Disney World through my Disney experience. So when I log in to buy stuff from Disneyland, it's the same account, just your Disney account, same as Disney Plus, whatever, everything. So you would assume they know my age at this point. I went to go buy 2 tickets like a month or 2 before our trip, bought them, let me buy it. Went to the first, because we did park hopper, so we went to the first park, Disneyland, scanned in, didn't say anything, did the weird thing where they take your photo and then give you a piece of paper, like, what is this? Where am I at 7-Eleven? And then and then go inside. 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, whatever, turns time to go park hop to California Adventure, go to the park again with my little piece of paper. She didn't even scan it. She looks at it. She's like, "Sir, this is a child's ticket." And I'm like, sounds like a you problem. Like, this is what they gave me. Literally my response was like, this is what they gave me over there this morning. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. And she's like, "They gave you this morning and you went in?" I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I could show you what I bought too." I was like, confident, like, "I'll show you what I bought." I pull up my app and it says child's ticket 3 to 9 years old. And I was like, well, shit. Well, damn. So yeah, and apparently it's not that much cheaper. So I didn't swindle
$4.
I didn't swindle Disneyland out of all that much money. And if they had asked me to pay it, I would have paid it. But yeah, she like had to call over a manager. He had to like write on the back of the ticket. Funny thing is
on it.
Yeah, that's Disneyland, bro. Got a friggin' pen and paper and wrote that.
How did it work when you went back to Disneyland? How did it work?
So let me tell you, first of all, yeah, or if he wrote down with pen and paper, basically it just says, "Yeah, he's good," is basically what it said. like that's literally all it said. And then I went back to Disneyland, didn't even care. Didn't even look at it, like scanned it. All right, have a match, even look at it, didn't care at all. So yeah, that was just what a trip. Yeah. That made them sell me a drink because I had a child's ticket.
Well, how about you, Irv? Man, did you make it on property?
I did not. I haven't been on property at all, man.
What?
Tab's mom comes in Saturday and with her sister, and everybody else come in on Monday. Bro, I had been doing nothing but like work and then the list of work my wife asked me to do. So like literally, I sat down to do my stuff for the podcast like 30 minutes beforehand.
Irv, man, you live like 5 minutes from the park. We haven't recorded in 2 weeks and you haven't been there?
Hey, but I cleaned out my whole garage. I cleaned the house.
Mowed the lawn.
Hey, I cleaned the outside of the house. I power washed. I've been busy.
Irv, man, what are you gonna do? I live 90 minutes away and I've been twice. How does that happen?
I don't know, man. You know, right. The real problem is because that I have those things to do and I put them off to go to Disney all the time. Now it's like I have to do.
You've been had those things to do.
Yeah. I want to make Tab the bad guy, but she's really not. Like I should have ended all this shit, but here we are.
I got you. All right, so I went up twice. So Thursday, I took off work early. Disneyland finally had a Christmas party.
Damn, you be showing lots of brochures, bro.
I know. I grabbed them.
Travel agent, like, what are you doing?
Matt likes the YouTube, so I'm just trying to play in. You want another visual? Here we go.
Yeah, we got.
Let me turn these on.
We got those.
This was a free. Well, I'm sorry. It's not free. It was included.
Yeah, you paid for it. Don't worry.
Yeah, so we got blinking lights for the party. I don't know why they put this on the end of the lanyard, Marius Nights. Like I know where I'm at. Anyway, we had a good time. I don't often go with my adult children anymore. So all 4 of us went. We went early and we went downtown Disney and we actually had dinner at Black Tap. That's the first time I've ever eaten there. It was damn good. I had the Wagyu burger. Sorry, Irv. With bacon. Wagyu burger with bacon.
Double down.
Get some chicken fries.
It was so
Drink
good.
some gravy.
So I guess I'll start out with I wore the 2020 Christmas blazers that I picked up this summer for $66. So I thought that was a good buy, but my feet were killing me. that's a hard
not a
shoe to
comfortable
wear.
shoe. Yeah.
That was not a good park shoe. They look good. I enjoyed them, but it was not a great park shoe. I did have a vintage MK Very Merry Christmas tee from I guess it's technically not vintage because it was 2003.
That's vintage.
It's close
Yeah.
enough. It's close enough.
Tee. That's a nice tee.
I really liked my shirt, so that's why I mentioned it. Anyway, it was interesting. I didn't know what to expect. They had some pretty cool food. Like we started out with like a frozen flurry drink from Fantasyland. It was like a citrus and bubble gum, extremely sweet. I don't know if I would go that route again. They had a milk and cookies pretzel.
That sounds delicious.
It was very sweet. Again, it was heavy. Like it was inside was filled like with cream cheese, like a cream cheese icing.
That's not
no,
right.
like a cream cheese icing. So like as the milk, and it was like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
Never mind.
It was really heavy, and then like they had like a toffee churro. They had some other ones. That was the only churro I had. I'm hoping to get the peppermint churro this weekend. They had New Orleans Square had a special bread bowl sausage stew that was actually really, really good. And then of course the biggest thing that like everybody at Disneyland is all about the Mickey gingerbread cookies.
You kept it? Eat it.
No, I've already eaten 4. This is my last one. I'm gonna get 6 more when I go on Saturday.
Got it.
I can eat it now. Want me to eat it now?
No, don't eat it now.
They're super yummy. They're super yummy. I don't know. Like, so it was billed as 6 themed parties in Disneyland, and I'd like to know what the definition of a party is, because I didn't see it. Everything was themed. Sure, you go to Fantasyland and they had like a 5-piece brass band playing, and they have like a little cardboard setup where they've got they basically gave out a 6-pack of postcards, and so like the postcard was themed for each land, and they had a photo op in front of said postcard at each land where they had a photopass photographer, and then each land also had a character meet, but there was no photopass photographer at the character meets. So I thought it was.
You guys have like no photo passes at Disneyland anywhere, even in regular times.
I know.
That's just a side note.
Tell me anything I don't know. I think we've had this discussion before, haven't we?
Yeah, at Disneyland, me and you had it too.
Yeah, so it was just weird. So it's like, so the idea was there was a music item, like in Adventureland, they had like a little Hawaiian band, like a 2-piece playing. They had the Muppets Christmas Carol on Main Street. Tomorrowland had a DJ. So like there was a band set up on the riverboat. But so like the idea was each land, they considered a party a photo op, a character meet, and some type of music. And to me, it didn't really feel like a party. I was thinking like, what about like, I don't know, I was expecting like themed trees and I don't know, other activities. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't get what I thought I was going to get. The other thing is I'm highly disappointed as I saw that they're giving away free food at, well, not free, again, included food at Disney World's party. We didn't get jack. We got lights. That was it. So I thought it was interesting. I will say that there was no wait for the rides. Everybody was there for the party experience. And honestly, we ran around and we didn't even get to Frontierland. So, the party was only 4 hours. It definitely could have been longer. They actually had a special meal set up at the Blue Bayou, which is the restaurant inside Pirates of the Caribbean. I had a reservation and I canceled it because I was thinking that would probably be a minimum of 45 minutes committed to it. And I didn't want to take that time out of the party. And the other thing is it was a crab boil and my son and I would be the only ones that eat it. My wife and daughter wouldn't. And they had the rest of the menu shut off. Had I been able to do it during the mix-in, I probably would have done it, but it was only available during the actual party time. So I cut that out. What else? We did have a parade, which was nice. They're actually running that parade during the day I think they're running it twice a day at Disneyland now. Or you remember what a parade is?
Barely.
Yeah.
Cavalcade.
No,
yeah,
we had a legit parade, so that was nice. What else did we do? I saw Miguel. It was cool seeing Miguel again. He had quite an outfit. Yeah, it looked like he was wearing those Yeezy Sulfurs almost. They were like Mickey Mouse shoes. And the other thing is there were no fireworks. Like I couldn't understand why we didn't have fireworks, other than I guess it would be odd to have fireworks that late. I mean, again, we're in Middle Anaheim. They probably couldn't shoot fireworks off at 11 o'clock. So, and it was a weird thing. I thought the Muppets were one of the best things they did there. That was pretty cool to have them loaded on.
I did like seeing that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was super cool. like I said, we did a few rides. Like I said, my kids went with us, and they don't go with us that often. So it was fun. Like my son wanted to hit Matterhorn. My daughter and I jumped on Space Mountain. It was like 5 minutes. Then my son thought he could beat me at Buzz Lightyear, and that didn't happen. So Galactic Hero, and then actually what was cool is like, hey, can we go on again? I want to ride with you. Show me how to do it. So I got to do a tutorial with him. So that was kind of fun. But no, it was a good time. Like I said, it was, those parties are no joke price wise. I don't know that the value was there. For me, it was good. What was it? It was $175 a ticket. I know when I'm going in Magic Kingdom in 2 weeks, it was $209.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's family of 4. That's a spendy thing. So
$209 at Magic Kingdom now.
Yeah. That's a Sunday night party, dude. That's a Sunday night. That's not even one of the expensive ones.
How is it more expensive than a regular 1-day ticket?
And it's like
that doesn't even make sense. You're going for 5 hours.
I know. Well, I mean, you get like an extra 3 hours of mix-in time, but so like
but that doesn't get you into the park on a regular day, though.
No, it's like 3 hours early before the party. So like for me,
you're there
I go
for like
all the
what,
time.
7 hours total? Like that?
No, I don't. Like I said, I don't have to do the rides because I go enough. I don't need to do the rides. I can experience the party. But I mean, like for someone out of town, that's like, hey, let's go to Disneyland's party. It's like,
no,
it's a tough proposition. No. Like I don't know that the value is there, but like I said, I had a great time. I enjoyed it. I don't regret the purchase. But it was, it's a lot of money.
Damn.
It's a lot of money.
That's nuts. I don't remember it being that expensive because I've done Very Merry Christmas Party, and I think that was also in like 2019, but I think it was only like $150. Maybe I went on an off night or like a weeknight or something, but $210.
Yeah.
When a 1-day park ticket is like $109, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Man.
Anyway, I went back Saturday. I'll go real quick. I went with the Fire Red Jordan 5s. That actually is a damn comfortable park shoe. I will say that I really enjoyed wearing that Urban. I'll probably wear that a little more often. Or the Supreme Mariah Carey tee, got 1,000 compliments on it. So that was definitely nice. Highlight of the day is breakfast is back at the Galactic Grill. Got the breakfast burrito, breakfast of champions. That was fan-friggin-tastic. Like I said, it was an odd day because we had to park hop right at 1. I've never done that before. And like, it's actually pretty cool. Like you start to line up over there. Like I think we went over like 20 minutes early. And like, as it gets closer, they open more and more windows for you to line up at. And then they come out like 5 minutes before and they like pre-scan like the first 20 people in line's tickets. So like as soon as it hits, but they held you till 1, but then it's like floodgates open. First time I ever did that. We went over, got the popcorn bucket, super stoked to get that. Booked back to Disneyland because we had the River Bell Terrace Cafe lunch reservation. And I will say that I just got an appetizer, which was the loaded bites, which are basically tots, brisket, and cheese. I could live on that. Sorry, it was real brisket. It wasn't plant-based brisket. But the best part, and the reason I made the reservation, is the monkey bread. So I told you they had pumpkin-sized monkey bread for the Halloween season. They changed it to a turtle monkey bread, which is caramel, chocolate, and pecan, whatever. Oh my God. So I have a reservation to go, not this weekend, but next weekend, because the monkey bread is life for me. So if anybody is going, you got to hit that. Is the best. Anyway, the lights were super cool. I could tell you what, Disneyland at night right now is spectacular with all the lights. Everything's beautiful. Made it back over to DCA, and I will say I've talked about the quesadilla tacos a million times. The lines for that are down because everybody's over at the festival holidays. So I was able to walk right over and get quesadilla tacos. So if you want to do that, now's the time. Anyway, all right, enough for me. So we're going to jump into DMs. And this is one we did last week, but I got edited for time. Matt with his editing. Who is it? It's ATO Maybelline wanted to know, what is your favorite Disney memory with your children? And since Pauline hasn't taken her children to Disney yet, it could be any Disney memory. So we could go like Disney movie, anything like that. So what do you got for us?
Yeah, so they've been asking to go to like the Halloween party, and the Disney trip that we planned, it was going to be in May. So it was like, we'll do that when everyone's older. So just to make up for it, I set up like, our big TV in the living room. Everybody got cozy. And we watched, I forgot whose YouTube channel it was, but it was literally like a 4K tour of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. So you were just there, and the kids' faces are lighting up. I was in the corner crying because I know for a fact, the minute we get to Disney World and I see these kids' faces, like my husband was like, bring a towel, not tissues, because you're probably gonna cry and bawl out. But so far, that's my favorite Disney memory. Just seeing their face, like, oh, can we go there? Oh, can we go there? I was like, yeah, we're gonna go. Don't worry, we're
Well,
going.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank God for you too. Seriously.
All right. Lawrence, I know you don't have kids, but you've gone with some extended family with younger children, right?
Yeah, so we went in 2019 with my best friend's families, both of them actually. So when with at the time, I think it would have been a 9-year-old and a 2-year-old. It was funny, and actually speaking out of Pauline, it was funny going with a 2-year-old because she didn't like enjoy characters until like the last day, like literally the last day. Up until that point, she was absolutely terrified of any character who looked at her. Favorite memories though, honestly, like probably happily ever after with just like everybody, because that's like the first time you see anything like that, like a projection show on the castle or just like an actual firework like Disney show. Because coming from where we're from, you don't see anything like that. Like firework shows even for Canada Day here are like literally nothing compared to that. So seeing everyone's faces, both the kids and just like everyone that I was with, like the entire group of like 8 of us, it was absolutely incredible. So for sure I would say like happily ever after, especially because it was like the last night, like, you know, you end off your trip on Magic Kingdom with happily ever after, and the next day you fly out. It was just like really cool to see, and I really enjoyed that for sure. So I'll go with that.
Nice. How about you, Irv?
Yeah, so like John was saying, we did this last week. I'm gonna stick with the same one because I really enjoyed it. I think it had to be like maybe it was 2018. We were walking behind the castle and we saw Peter Pan coming from like the castle show, and he stopped and started talking to Scarlett, and then he grabbed her hand and she got the stroller, and we walked from like the castle all the way to the Peter Pan ride, and they just walked and talked the whole way. Yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, one of those magic moments that you don't see often, and when it happened, I was just like, bro, what's going on? And she's so particular too, that the fact that she didn't immediately like snatch her hand away and like say, don't touch me, was like really cool. Like the fact that she just, you know, went along with it. She kind of, you know, saw it as Peter Pan. And it's one of those moments that you're like, all right, bro, we spent all this money. It's worth it. We'll keep coming back kind of moments.
Nice. Well, mine is, I think my kids were like 5 and 7 at the time, and we were in Toontown, and we were going to either going to Mickey Mouse's house or somewhere back there. But, you know, my son was excited, and so he was kind of out in front. And so my daughter went up, and I've got this picture because I saw him walk in, and they, you know, he's holding my daughter's hand. You know, she's 2 years older, and they're probably 15, 20 feet in front of us, because they're all excited and they're just moving. And I was one of those things, I'm glad I took the picture. It was like, you know, my wife and I were walking, and we're like, that is like one of the cutest things I've ever seen. And so I've still got that picture of them holding hands walking through Toontown, and I always think about that. I mean, I've probably got a million memories with my kids because they were fortunate. We went a lot when they were young. So, but that one stands out the most to me.
And I want to go to Disney now.
I'm going Saturday. You want to come back?
I'll check my schedule.
Oh, check it.
Oh wait, never mind. You're in California. No, thank you.
All right. Irv, man, you got a plant-based option of the week for us?
I do have one. All right, we are going to go to one of Lawrence's spots. Well, not necessarily spots, but I know he likes Kona.
That's my spot.
They have a noodle dish that I used to get a lot. They actually recently changed it, but it's still pretty good. A vegetable bowl. It has jasmine broth, glass noodles, pineapple tofu, and tomato is plant-based. It's not as good as the one that I had before, but it's not too many plant-based options to eat at Kona. $21, it wasn't too bad. I would definitely recommend it. You know, if people are already eating there, you have to get something to eat. I think the other option is not as good. It's some kind of like salad. So, you know, I'm not going to spend $20 on a salad. So, you know, if you're at Kona, you have those options. It's a good option. Again, it is the vegetable bowl.
Pineapple tofu sounds delicious.
It's good.
Damn.
But the other noodles were so good. I don't know why they changed them. I'm not
Veggie cuts.
And how much was that, Irv?
21 buckaroos.
That's what you get, right? I mean, that's not out of line for there.
No, it's not terribly bad. That's right on par.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks. We are actually running a little long. I'm gonna still tell people to get off my lawn. The thing that pissed me off, we're at the Christmas party. I cannot tell you how many people I saw with their cameras on mounts, the hand mounts. They got the big fuzzy microphones. They got their lights. It's like, we don't care. Like, I mean, how many vlogs do we
Weren't you at the
need?
first one?
Yeah, it was the first one.
That's why.
That might be why I saw so many.
That's exactly why.
Like I never see that many, and it was like all over the place. And I'm looking at these people and they're just acting ridiculous. And it's like, have fun. But I think part of it is because Instagram has turned into TikTokgram. I mean, like, I don't need to be entertained. Just post a picture. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm just getting old. I'm just getting old. If I want to be on TikTok, I'd be on TikTok.
You went to the first one. So like that's when all the vloggers and bloggers and media outlets were going to go to. You should have accounted for that. That's a rookie mistake.
It was the best day to go because it was actually a holiday. It was the 11th, so the family was off work. It was an easy day to get up there. That's probably why it was more money. But anyway,
that would be 100% why it was more money. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it kind of like, I'm like, every time I turned around, there's some guy with a frig. It's like, oh, come on, man. Just I mean, I'm on my phone probably more than I should be when I'm in the park, but it's like I'm still taking it in. I really try not to live through the screen of my phone. I like to be present. That was one of the things that I actually don't have that many pictures of Lawrence and us because we were kind of off the phone most of the time. I think the only time the phones really came out is when the food was around.
Yes, we were. Yeah, it was nice. Well, we had that was our first time ever meeting, right? So we chat often, but it was our first time actually meeting. So we had lots.
No, we went way back to Friday night.
Yeah, it's true. Are you right? Actually, our first time meeting was a day and a half before that for an hour or two. That's right. Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah,
our first and a half time meeting. Yeah, old friends.
Well, we are old friends. We've known each other for a couple of years.
Yeah, we've known each other for 4 or 5 years now. Yeah, probably at this point.
I would say at least 3.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just said I know I'm old, I'm grumpy, but it's just like, if I see another guy with a friggin' big camera setup, it's like, I thought you weren't even supposed to bring that stuff in the park.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought you weren't allowed to take selfie sticks.
No, this guy had like a handle, like it wasn't like a long extension piece, but it was a handle and it had a mount for his camera and his light and the fuzzy sock microphone. It's like,
yeah.
Like, he's working, man.
Man, he's getting his money, bro. You paid to be there. He didn't.
Yes. True. All right. well, it's time. Pauline, it's time for you to endure the gauntlet of Irv's Disney or Datnee. Are you ready?
Maybe. Yes.
So yeah, Disney or Datnee is kind of like, would you rather? I started off with the best question ever, which is Disneyland or Disney World.
I can't answer that because I've never been to Disneyland, but
that's the correct answer.
Yeah,
that's it.
You can answer it, man.
Disney, I mean, from what I've seen, Disney World, because it's just bigger. The castle's bigger, because so Disney World.
Like how she covered her mouth when she said that. I can hear you.
We've converted her.
It doesn't take much, man.
True, yeah.
All right. Air Max 1 or Jordan 1?
As you can see, I'm a big fan of the Jordan 1 silhouette, so Jordan 1s.
All right. Now I dug deep for this one. So Clarabelle or Clarice?
I would have to go with Clarabelle. It's my girl. Oh,
I tell you what, she is
I tried so hard to do impressions for my kids because we don't really go to Disney World that often. I could do Mickey. You want to hear Mickey?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Oh boy.
Damn.
And they would ask me, "Mom, do it again." So yeah,
damn.
Clarabelle is in my list. I'm perfecting it. Don't worry.
Nice. I would say Clarabelle is actually featured pretty heavily in the parade at Disneyland this year. She actually got off the float and was dancing and working it. She's definitely in the spotlight.
She's a star. Clarabelle's a star, man. She's singing around the air, bruh. She's a star.
Yeah.
So I know you say you haven't been to the parks in a while. Are you more of a park opener or a park closer?
I think park opener. Yeah. I really want to be one of the first people there. And it's I like having the breakfast buffets the very first, guys, we got to wake up at 5 a.m. Let's go.
You could definitely do Disney with Lawrence.
Breakfast gang.
Because once you have that breakfast buffet, you're pretty much good for most of the day. You're full.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, you don't have to eat again until after dinner. You're good.
Exactly. And it saves you money. So
yep.
I've never done that. We've never done that.
Try it.
Shame.
No. We get into it. We never eat breakfast first, man. I don't know. I never even thought about
Tell
that.
you what, the breakfast burrito at Disneyland, that's a filling food item.
My
Stop
next
trying to sell Disneyland.
Hey. We're just talking about breakfast, at Disneyland.
We're talking about breakfast.
You have a pamphlet for this.
In a lanyard. All right. All right. So if you could choose between free lightning lane all day for your whole party or a free meal at Cinderella's table.
Ooh.
I've heard that food in Cinderella's castle is not great. So you literally just be going for the experience, which is not bad. I mean, who wouldn't want to just have a night at Cinderella's castle? But it's tough.
How many people is she going with, Irv? Is this like a full family thing, or is it just her? Because that changes a lot. If you're going with like 20 people, lightning lane is a different conversation.
I would say 5, a party.
Okay,
of 5.
like a regular, just her immediate family. Okay.
I'd still go to Cinderella's castle. Yeah.
I think that's the
I
right
would
answer.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I asked this question last week, and I think I'm gonna do it every week because I like it. You can either eat vegan for a full month or go 1 month without anything Disney related in your life.
Oh my gosh. Actually, I've tried some vegan foods and they're really not bad. Like, true, it's like a hit or miss sometimes, but it's like I'll choose the vegan.
Yeah, it's a lot of miss.
Yeah. Actually, here in New York, it's not that bad. They're really getting creative with it. So I'll go with the vegan. Yeah.
And my last one is and I don't know if you've seen the shows. I was gonna say Enchantment or Harmonious. Have you guys had a chance to watch the shows on YouTube?
No. How about you guys? What would you pick?
Obviously, I'll choose Enchantment for you. I'm cool with that.
I'm excited to see them. I haven't seen either of them, and I'm not a huge show guy, but Irv's got me converted. I like to check them out now.
I think it's like a 1A, 1B, to be honest. I think that like Enchantment is good and it's the Magic Kingdom show. So like it naturally has the leg up, but Harmonious is very good. That's going to age very, very well. Yeah, it's always the Magic Kingdom show. Like it's just got to be. The only thing that can ever stack up to the Magic Kingdom show is Fantasmic. And that is.
And why don't we have that back? It feels like we could have that back. They could put 120 people in the stretching room in Haunted Mansion, but they can't have Fantasmic. I don't get it.
I don't want to be a complainer, man, but I'm getting tired of it, bro.
Yeah.
I want
They're running out of excuses.
Yeah, they're running out of excuses. I can agree with that. Yeah,
all right,
is
that it for Disney or Datnee?
That's it for Disney or Datnee.
All right, well, now it's time for the Disney Hype Trivia. With Matt not here, I stepped in, got a few questions together because I didn't want to let him down. So today is Mickey Mouse's birthday.
Uh-oh.
How old is he?
Yay!
So how old is Mickey Mouse today?
93.
93. Excellent. All right. What is the smallest park in Disney World?
Disneyland.
No.
Oh, not me, sorry.
Oh, you said the smallest park in Disney World.
I did.
I thought you said in the world. My bad.
I want to say Epcot.
Lawrence, do you know?
Hollywood. No, wait. Is it Hollywood Studios? It must be Magic Kingdom then.
It's Magic Kingdom.
Wow.
I think the Galaxy's Edge
Made it. Yeah.
Yep. What was the price of an adult admission to Magic Kingdom when they opened in 1971?
Oh gosh.
Let's remember the Christmas party I'm going to in a couple of weeks is $209. So what did it cost to get in the gate 50 years ago?
I want to say like $20.
$3.50.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What's that inflation rate?
Inflation, man. Inflation.
Damn, you scared her off. Shit.
She dropped. One more question. I'm going to keep it short. What ride has the unique distinction of being placed in a different land in every Disney park that has it?
A different land.
Oh,
I don't know. You said in every.
So it's in multiple Disneyland parks around the world, but in each park it's in a different land. No? Lawrence, would you like to try?
Is it Pirates of the Caribbean? What? It might be that too, though. I think you're wrong.
Is it Haunted Mansion?
It is Haunted Mansion.
Huh?
In Disneyland, it is located in New Orleans Square.
Isn't Pirates as well?
I think Pirates is right at the edge of Adventureland. It's right next
I need to see a map. Where's your brochure? That's really close.
It's right next to the treehouse. I mean, the Tarzan's treehouse is right next door to.
Doesn't it come out in that restaurant? Isn't
the
that
thing is,
restaurant
Pirates
part of-
Pirates is also in other parks. So where
I
is
know,
it in
but
Shanghai?
I don't know where it is in Shanghai. I just took a guess.
So Haunted Mansion in Disneyland is in New Orleans Square. At Magic Kingdom, it's in Liberty Square. In Tokyo, it's in Fantasyland, and in Paris, it's in Frontierland.
That's a good one.
Different lands for each. I will research
Good fact.
Pirates of the Caribbean and not get back to you. So, all right, Pauline, let's tell us about your Disney story. It seems like you've been out a little while, but I know that you worked for the mouse. Tell us how that came to be.
Well, I mean, I grew up with it. So before I worked for Disney, I was working at the Metropolitan Museum of Art store on Rockefeller when it was still open. And they were saying like, oh, you know, the Disney store over there is hiring. And I thought it was just Disney store. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'll apply. And then I realized, I was like, wait a minute, these guys are like working with the park in Florida. So I was just like, oh my gosh, I hope I get it. I did get it, but I got the merchandising specialist. So we were just in charge of like keeping the stock, you know, everything polished, whatever. And it was really cool because our store had meet and greets. So we would actually have characters dressed up and there would be like a line, you know, just same as the park. And then also we would have celebrities come in for like any kind of movie premieres. So when Enchanted launched, we actually had like the costumes. And then when that launched, I moved up to visuals. So I was literally like ironing Giselle's white dress.
That's so cool.
And I was just like, would I get in trouble if I tried it on? my supervisor was like, yeah, nobody's here. Just try the skirt on. That thing was heavy. I don't know how.
You tried it on?
Yeah, the skirt actually had 6 to 7 layers, something like that. But I just tried on the outer. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm wearing her skirt. Oh my. But it was just like a quick second because I was so scared to like, you know, get it dirty. But yeah, like our window displays were just insane. I don't know if you guys ever seen it, but it was like way back. We would have like outrageous window displays because like across from us was like Bergdorf and Saks Fifth. So we were kind of like in that like luxury posh neighborhood. So we kind of had to keep up. But yeah, it was really fun. We did overnights, which was cool. Like we would have to get everything ready for the holidays in like 3 days. And that was nuts. I don't know how they do it in the parks. That place is huge. Like we were just struggling in a little store, but it was fun. I miss it. We had to close down. I forgot why, but they had to close the store down. They offered me to either sign up for the cruise ship, which I kind of regret not doing, or relocate to Florida. But I was just like, no, that's a big move for me. I'll just stay here. And looking back, I'm kicking my butt, not taking the offer. But yeah, it was an amazing experience. Like as a cast member, and there's just nothing like it. And seeing like, you know, it's the kids. That's all you really do it for. Just seeing their face light up and like, they're looking for a toy and you don't have it. That's like the most terrible thing. Cause it's just like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Like, oh, don't worry, we'll order it for you. And you know, their face lights up again. So I think that's one of the most rewarding parts, just making somebody's day. And I told Matt that there was some scary stuff too in that building. I don't know if you guys want to hear it, but we've had some paranormal experiences in that building. I don't know if it's like recorded as haunted, but we've seen some stuff, we've experienced some stuff. And yeah, I've heard that there's some like scary things happening in the parks too, right?
They have a whole mansion that's haunted.
I heard there's 999 of them.
But yeah, like our building was pretty creepy. Like
Did
things
you
were going
experience anything yourself?
did, and I to this day I don't know how to think about it, but I was in like one of the back hidden closets with all of our mannequins, and mannequins itself are
I was going to say, you just all you had to
This
say
has already scared me. Yeah.
we had it all stashed, like all the props that we don't use. And I was taking inventory, and I'm leaning on one of the walls, and I'm just writing down, and I just feel this, and I'm like shaking just thinking about it. Like, you know how your peripherals, you can kind of see shadows, but I just saw this thing just run past me, and I know I was the only one there. So I walked out very slowly. I walked out, I found my supervisor, and I looked at her. I was like, I'm not going back in there. I am not going back in. Why? What happened? You look like, you okay? And I'm like, no, I don't know what just happened, but I'm not going back in there. But yeah, other than that, it was great. I love working for Disney, and you guys can hire me back, please.
Did you guys get any of the Disney Channel stars to come in?
Yeah. So, oh, good thing you brought it up. So Corbin Blue, I think that
Ooh.
I don't know where he is now, but I had such a huge crush on him back then. And like he was one of the nicest guys. Like he would actually stop and like, hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for having us. Da, da, da. We've had Selena Gomez. I'm not going to share my experience because I don't like. I choose not to talk bad about people.
Oh no,
like,
diva.
Really
Okay, well that tells us enough then.
It wasn't the best experience, so who knows? Whatever.
Could have been a bad day. You never know.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe she was at
Who
Disneyland
else?
the night before.
Yeah. So Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus came, and it was chaos. Like, there was a mother who actually offered one of the cast members $10,000 to let her like meet Miley Cyrus in private. And this cast member, like, she was always honest. She was always like by the books. And she's like, ma'am, I'm sorry, I can't. She started complaining, like, I can't believe this. I can't even, my daughter wants to see it. And we're like, yeah, we love our jobs. We're not about to lose it for $10,000. Who else was there? I think Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know if Johnny Depp was there, but I heard Orlando Bloom stop by. I don't think I was working, but yeah, there was like this whole thing for Pirates of the Caribbean. But yeah, it was nice. It's cool.
That's awesome. So you got full park perks you mentioned. So
yes.
So does that make like annual pilgrimages down to Florida? Is that?
Yes. So they gave us that main gate card, and I think it gave us, like, not including the cast member, I think we were able to bring 3 people into the parks for free. And then on top of that, we would have like crazy discounts on hotels. I don't know if it's the same now because that was like over 10 years ago. But yeah, like our hotel rooms like went down to almost 60 a night, and we were just looking at each other like, there's no question. Like, we just need to go. So we're like, okay, so where are we going? And we would just block out for a week, and our managers would always get mad because it's just like, guys, I can't have all of you off that day. Like, someone has to stay.
Oh, the whole staff would
home.
go. That's funny.
Yeah, so we would be like, all right, well, you went last time. It's our turn. So we would take turns like going as groups. But it was fun. I was able to take like, my non-cast member friends as well. And they were just like so amazed, like, wait, how much is this? Oh my gosh. And like, your discounts are crazy. It's like, yeah, just get whatever you want. And then being able to just like know what's coming out soon, I think that's one of the best perks, because then you like, don't buy that yet. That's something else is coming. I love that one.
All right, well, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that would be the gigantic wall of shoes behind you. We haven't really talked about that.
Like, I saw some. I didn't want to say anything yet, but like,
I mean, it goes. Oh, sorry, it goes further down, and further.
So how did you get into shoes? And how obviously you've been into them for a while.
Growing up, my dad used to just buy me just sneakers, and of course, my mom's like, no, she needs shoes. No, I was a sneaker girl. So before I met my husband, I've always loved sneakers, but I wasn't like heavy in it. It was just like, oh, I like that. I'm gonna wear it. But as you can see, he's an avid sneaker collector. But he's more of a dunks kind of guy.
See that.
Yeah. So he got me really like collecting, and I learned a lot from him. Yeah, like he's on Instagram as well.
What's his at?
but-
Shout him out.
Okay. So he's Untitled Shrug. It's all one word, no periods or anything. So I mostly migrate to the ones. I just like that silhouette the most. It's just so clean and classic, and just, you know, it's iconic. But I try to divert to like the outrageous ones sometimes. So that Jeremy Scott Adidas Gold Wings,
Okay.
that was like the most outrageous I've ever gone. And it's like, I will never part from it. It'll just always stay. And then I have like the more practical ones, like the silver bullets, gold bullets. But yeah, like I'm very simple. Like, as you can see, there's sort of aesthetic that I try to follow. And yeah, I like pairs as well. I don't know if you can see. Oh, these over here. I love these. These were the Vogue collabs. And you can see like Anna Wintour's signature on the bottom. And I was just like, you know, as a girl, I was like, I need to get that. And then yeah, everything else was like ones that I've always wanted. And he surprised me with it, like the notebooks over here, notebook dunks. I got the aquas, Bordeaux's. So yeah, I try to stick to more of like the iconics that I just love. Other than that, I just buy like walking shoes.
So do you wear them all?
No. My husband always like, you know, you've worn those sneakers for like how long? Like they're gonna deteriorate. You have other shoes. I don't know why you don't wear them. And it's just like, I don't know, like if I really, really like them, I don't want to like really wear them out, because it's just like, will I ever get another pair? I don't know. So yeah.
All right. So if you're planning your Disney trip, you're going to go in 2 years. What will be the park rotation? What do you comfort? Do you style?
I try to be a little bit of both, but we were actually gonna all wear our Bread 11s on our trip. But
That makes my feet hurt thinking about it.
It's not as comfortable. But the thing is, like, I tell people, don't sleep on insoles. Like, buy those Dr. Scholl's insoles. Do not sleep on those. Like, you can literally just take out the insole, put the Dr. Scholl's in there, and you could literally rock any sneaker and you'll be fine. But I think I'll stick to like more of my black toes. I think it's this one. I like black toes. Kind of has a whole Mickey feel to it. So I'll do that. And then the Bread 11s. And then probably my beat up Air Max ones. It's like torn to pieces already, but I still love it. But yeah, that would be it.
I think Lawrence, you on your recent trip, you were saying that you normally went for comfort and then you decided to go for heat, and you decided that after a 14-hour park day, it really didn't matter what you wore.
Yeah, at this point, I don't really care. I think as a local, obviously, it really doesn't matter for you guys because like you can just decide to go home whenever. But yeah, I'm over comfort at this point. Like we go so infrequently at this point. It's like you got to get a fit off. Who cares? Screw it. Yeah. Again, like you said, your feet are gonna hurt regardless at the end of the day. You could wear Skechers for the entire day. Your feet are still gonna hurt after 20,000 steps. So wear the nice shoes.
So Pauline, is there anything coming out on the horizon you got your eyes on? Are you anything by the end of there's a lot of stuff coming out before the end of the year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I tried for the Gundams, but obviously I've got a big fat L on that. I don't know. I've seen that there's a lot of dunks for women's coming out, but I'm not really, it's so bright. Like I could never rock something that bright. But I don't know, not right now. Nothing really is. Oh, I'm sorry. The Swarovski collab that's coming out.
The Air Force?
I thought I was gonna love it. I don't know how I feel about it. Like Swarovski, I feel like they tried just a little bit too hard to like make it outrageous. I think they should have toned it down just a tiny bit. But I don't know, who knows? I'll keep looking at it and maybe it'll grow on me. But those are nice. I really like those.
The top part does come off. So I mean,
Yeah.
but then I think underneath it's just like a regular Air Force.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, those are a little bit too much.
I'll say, what's the price point on that?
I think the price point, well, it's 550 Canadian. So yeah, probably 450 US. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, 450.
That's tough.
Tough. Tough indeed.
Accurate.
Tough indeed.
All right, Lawrence, Irv, you guys got any questions for Pauline?
I see some of those dunks. Damn, what size your husband wear? What the dunks, dunkles, reverse skunks, regular skunks, the whole baby bear pack.
Like, yeah.
Oh, man.
He's got a lot of dunks.
And right now he's been selling his sneakers, and I'm just like, doesn't that hurt, like, to sell? But he's just like, no, it's okay. Like, he's trying to replace the ones that he doesn't really wear too much with the ones that he just like really, really loves. So that's good. But yeah, Untitled Shrug, you'll see him there. And he likes to match. Oh, sorry. He likes to match his pop toys with like,
I just
see,
saw
like
that.
the dog ones. He put Kakashi in there
okay?
because, you know, Kakashi. But
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that was the,
yeah.
oh, I like that.
yeah, it's there.
That's pretty dope.
That's cool. Yeah, I like that. Nice display.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Do you prefer the see-through, like those drop front boxes, over having just like the regular boxes? Is it, or was that your choice or his choice?
That was his. He got me into it because I'm more of a sneaker box kind of girl. I guess it's just very old school, I guess. But then I see him having this, and I was like, you know what? That actually makes you want to wear your sneakers.
Yeah, because you can see it.
So, right. So when I see it, I'm like, oh, I haven't worn these. Let me wear these. The only thing is, sorry, Container Store, but it tends to break. So we're trying to find like a better box, see-through box. So you have to be very careful sometimes because they just get too stiff that if you pull it down the wrong way, forget it. Like the little top things just break off. But overall, they're not bad.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Pauline, for joining us this week. Really
Thank
enjoyed getting to know you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. I want to thank everyone for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review. We are Kicks at the Castle. You can follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to tag us in your Disney Fit pics. My name's John. You can find me on Instagram at Weekends with Walt. Pauline, how can the listeners find you?
Oh, I'm on Instagram as well. Pow of Your World, a little play on my favorite Disney movie, Little Mermaid. Yeah, you'll find me there. Pow, P-A-U of Your World.
And Lawrence, how can the people find you?
You can find me at LDoggyStyles on Instagram. Woof.
Irv, how can listeners find you?
I am also on Instagram at Main Street Dad, and I have not forsaken you guys. I will go back to the parks. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, you better go back because you owe me 2 Starbucks mugs. So come on, let's
2 mugs, man.
get at it, buddy. Let's go.
Yeah, I need that
Back to
tumbler
work
too.
tomorrow.
You're supposed to find me a tumbler, brother.
I forgot all about that, Brad.
Damn. See,
We'll talk later. And you can find Matt at the Disney Hype Beast and at TBH the whatever his TBHD shop, whatever that is. So,
ASAP. Yeah.
yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry, just Main Street Dad. That's all you need to know.
There we go.
That's all you need to know.
Facts.
So anyway, all right, we're Kicks at the Castle. That was episode 29. Thanks for listening. We're out.
Peace.
Bye, guys.